let us have a recap of the program outcomes, because that is very important. Before going to the COPO mapping, let us have a small recap of the program outcomes. Program outcome number 1, apply knowledge. Program outcome number 2, problem analysis. Program outcome number 3, design of solutions. Program outcome number 4, conduct experiments / investigations. Program outcome number 5, modern tool usage. Program outcome number 6, engineer and society. Program outcome number 7, environment and sustainability. Program outcome number 8, ethics. Program outcome number 9, individual and team spirit. Program outcome number 10, communication. Program outcome number 11, project management and finance. Program outcome number 12, it is lifelong learning. So first thing that you have to do is be clear with all the 12 program outcomes with their meanings. That is the first step in outcome-based education. Now, let me, and also last session what we did was, we discussed the method to frame the course outcomes. Very local method, but very, very effective method. HOD should form committee. Committee individually should write the COs, and how an individual staff member should write the COs using the top-down approach. First, he should think about design, then evaluate, then analyze, then if none of those 4 are possible, then automatically he has to come to understand and remember level. I think there is a very effective method of framing the COs, and whatever COs the 4 faculty develop, design, frame, they are the COs. Improvisation always possible, no problem at all. No sir, I am not presenting sir. Now I will start presenting. Only my video is seeing. Now I will start presenting. We should do CO to PO mapping. I think now I will present. I will share my screen. Yes sir, I am sharing my screen now. Yes. Sir, Rajit, sir, are you able to see my screen, sir?
The screen is visible. Thank you.
COPO mapping. Sir, I tell you, before going to this COPO mapping, let me also share this experience. Sir, initially when I was doing my workshops, always COPO mapping, sir. See, all the other sessions participants used to sell, sir, it is good, sir, it was nice and all, but COPO had a problem. I used to get less feedback. I tell you, sir, ultimately, whatever we do, the participants, meaning whenever we are teaching in our class, the students, they are the ultimate judges, sir. If somebody wants to become a good teacher, they have to hear to the feedback of the students. Very important. We give a lot of importance to students. Whatever they say, that is the final, because they are the end users. They know what we are doing. Likewise, you are the participants. Whatever suggestions you give, I have to implement. That's how it is. So COPO mapping always had a problem. The issue was, I cannot take a mechanical example and teach. Electrical, computer science, electronics, they will have a problem. If I take computer science example, civil, mechanical, electrical will have a problem. Likewise, I cannot take the examples of all the branches and explain COPO mapping, because that much time the organizers will not give. Manoj sir or Ajit sir or Purnima madam, they will not allow me to speak on COPO for 2 hours. No, they will not give. They will allow 45 minutes to 1 hour. In that, I have to finish the COPO mapping. So I had this problem. Then I thought, let me not take computer science, electronics, electrical, civil, mechanical kind of an example. Let me take something which is understandable by everybody, all the departments, something common for all the participants. I thought. Then I decided, let me make a framework with films, because everybody knows films. Film is a very common area, everybody knows. Therefore, I wanted to do a COPO mapping kind of a framework using films. So I tried for 15 days, hero, villain, heroine, all that. But after thinking, after working for 15 days also, I could not come up with a framework for films for COPO mapping, kind of an analogy. Therefore, I thought, let me drop films, let me take some other area. So what is the next area which is common for all the branches? Sports. In that, what is the most popular sports in India? Cricket. Then I thought, okay, let me take cricket. So I have taken the cricket example. So Ajit sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, sir. So I have taken the cricket example. So I will explain to all of you the COPO mapping using the cricket example, and you can give your answers in the chat box. Carefully understand whatever cricket example I am taking. If you understand that properly, COPO mapping will be very easy for you. Okay, therefore don't underestimate this COPO mapping using cricket. Whatever happens in this example, exactly the same thing happens in your COPO mapping for your courses also. Let me straight away take you to the COPO mapping. Yes. See here, what I have taken is, I have taken Virat Kohli, Sachin Tendulkar, Ashwin, Kapil Dev, Sunil Gavaskar, Jawgal Srinath, and MS Dhoni as the course outcomes. They are the course outcomes. So how many course outcomes I have taken here? Chat box, you can type. Or you can mute, unmute. Yes, seven. I have taken course outcomes. Six, I think seven. Because 1, 2, Virat Kohli 1, Tendulkar 2, Ashwin 3, Kapil Dev 4, Sunil Gavaskar 5, Jawgal Srinath 6, and MS Dhoni 7. So 7 course outcomes I have taken. How many program outcomes I have taken? Columns are the program outcomes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay, you are all telling 8. I have taken 8 program outcomes. Very good, 8 program outcomes. Meaning, in this example, I have taken 7 course outcomes and 8 program outcomes. Now, carefully understand, let us do the course outcome to program outcome mapping using this example. Okay. Now, before actually doing this example, carefully understand, one thing should be very clear. If you think a particular CO will not map to a particular program outcome, put a dash, forget it. Don't worry at all. Sir, this CO will not match to this, map to this PO at all. If you think like that, no mapping. If you think like that, just put a dash. Afterwards, you need not have to do anything. Suppose if you feel this CO will map to this particular PO, if you get that feeling, then you have to think the level of mapping also. Sir, this CO maps to this particular PO. If you get a feeling like that, you should also think the level of mapping. What is the level of mapping? 3 means strong mapping, 2 means moderate mapping, 1 means weak mapping. I'll repeat again. 3 means strong mapping, 2 means moderate mapping, 1 means weak mapping. So level of mapping also you should decide. Now let us start our exercise. So first CO I will be taking is Virat Kohli. Let me take Virat Kohli. So first course outcome is Virat Kohli and first program outcome is batsman. Now carefully understand, the CO Virat Kohli and the program outcome batsman, is there a mapping? Mapping is there or no? Not there. You can put it in the chat box. Yes. Virat Kohli and batsman. Mapping is there or no mapping? Yes. I think few of you are telling yes. I did not ask the level of mapping. You are urgent. Only mapping is there or not, I am asking. That's all. Some of you are typing the level of mapping also. Mapping is there. All of you are telling yes. Virat Kohli and batsman, yes, mapping is there. Now first, mapping is there, yes, that we have decided. Next question is, when mapping is there, what is the level of mapping? Is it 1 weak mapping? Virat Kohli to batsman. Is it strong mapping 3, moderate mapping 2, or weak mapping 1? Yes, you can put it in the chat box. Strong. Okay, I think you can answer with 3, 2, 1. Virat Kohli to batsman, it is 3, 2 or 1. Okay, 3, 3, again 3, 3, 3. Don't go beyond 3. 3 to 1. Don't go 4. Virat Kohli fans, don't exceed 3. It's only maximum 3. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Virat to batsman, it is strong mapping. He is a fantastic batsman. Virat Kohli is a fantastic batsman. So, Virat Kohli to batsman, it is strong mapping 3. So, let us freeze 3. Yes. So, we are freezing. I think PPT, there is some problem. Hello, Ajit sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't know if my PPT has some problem. Ajit, sir? Oh, okay, okay. I think now it is working. No problem with my PPT. So now, Virat Kohli to batsman. Yes, all of you said is 3. Yes, it is 3. Yes, it is 3. So all of you hear that noise also. There is clapping noise. Whenever there is a mapping of level 3, there will be a clapping noise. So Virat Kohli to batsman. Sir, Ajit sir, is it visible, sir? 3?
Yes, sir, it is visible. Thank you.
Oh, good, sir. Now, next question is Virat Kohli to bowler. Slowly, please answer. Course outcome is Virat Kohli and the program outcome is bowler. Is there a mapping between Virat Kohli and bowler? Is there a mapping? I am seeing your charts. Most of you are telling no. Okay, yes. Yes answer is all. Sometimes it's a very difficult answer. No, either it should be yes or no. Sometimes it's a dangerous answer. So now, let me ask the question. Okay, one. Some of you are telling one. Simple question, sir. If ball is given to Virat Kohli, can he bowl? If ball is given to Virat Kohli, can he bowl? Yes, he can bowl. There is no problem. Yes, if ball is given to Virat Kohli, can he? Yes, he can do the bowling. Yes, he can do the bowling. Now, carefully understand. Suppose if you give me ball, I can also bowl. Will you map my name with bowler to the extent of 1? I can also bowl. You give me ball, I will also bowl. Whether it is good bowling or bad bowling or worst bowling, but I will bowl. So below Dhoni, put my name and map me to bowler 1. Will you map me to bowler 1? HS Guru Prasad to bowler, it is 1. Will you map me like that? Yes or no? No. 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 Sir, all of you are telling no only, sir, no. Virat Kohli, you say yes. For Guru Prasad, you are telling no. What is this, sir? Sir, Ajit sir, see sir, partiality is happening, sir. Everybody is telling no only to me. Carefully understand, just because somebody can bowl to an extent of 1, golden sentence I will tell, very important, even if you have to map to an extent of 1, you require substantial evidence. I'll repeat this golden sentence. Even to map to an extent of 1, you require substantial evidence. Virat Kohli do not have substantial evidence to map him to the bowler to even to the extent of 1. Therefore, Virat Kohli to bowler is dash. You don't have substantial evidence. What is the evidence of bowling? Virat Kohli, how many matches he has bowled, how many wickets he has taken? No. If you give ball to Virat Kohli, he will bowl. That's okay. But you require substantial evidence. Even for mapping to an extent of 1 also, you require substantial evidence. Golden sentence, don't forget. Next, Virat Kohli to fielder. Mapping is there or no mapping? First question is, you should tell whether mapping is there or no mapping. First question. Yes, mapping is there. Very good. Mapping is there. All of you are telling mapping is there. Next question. To what extent? 1, 2 or 3? 3, 3, 2. Okay. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3. Carefully understand, so many answers were there. Again, 3. Majority of you have told 3. Few of you have told 2 also. Meaning, there is a conflict between 3 and 2. But nobody said 1 here. Carefully understand, very, very important. This is an important point. Nobody said 1 here. Most of you said 3, few of you said 2, but none of you said 1. Meaning there is a conflict between 3 and 2. Whenever there is a conflict between 3 and 2, have a healthy discussion. Or go by majority. Majority of you are telling 3, therefore it can be 3, no problem. So whenever there is a conflict between 3 and 2, by discussions, you can resolve between 2 and 3. Similarly, whenever there is a conflict between 2 and 1, again you can resolve by healthy discussions, facts, democracy, voting, something like that. You put a resolving policy and resolve between 2 and 1. Now, Virat Kohli to fielder, it is 2, but you can make it 3. Majority of you are telling 3, it can be 3 also. Now, Virat Kohli to wicketkeeper. Next one, Virat Kohli to wicketkeeper. Mapping is there or no mapping? No. No. Very good. All of you are telling no. Okay. Sir, give gloves, sir. He will stand behind the wickets and he will do wicket keeping. No, that is not the thing. So, therefore, Virat Kohli to wicket keeping. Voice breaking, huh? Oh, I think Virat Kohli to come.
Voice is breaking, sir. Voice is breaking. And your video is not available.
Okay, Virat Kohli to commentator. No. No. Virat sir now. Virat Kohli to captain. Voice is okay. Oh, video is not. I think there is some internet problem. Wait, sir, 1 minute. Okay. Sir, now is it okay, sir?
Your video is not available, sir. Your audio is breaking. Video is not available. Now your audio is not available, sir. It's breaking.
Go. Rejoin, sir. Is it, sir? Ajay?
have a very unstable net connection. It seems it's not very clear. Sometimes it is audible, sometimes not. No, the video is stuck.
No, sir. Am I audible now, sir? Ajit Kumar, sir.
Now you're audible, sir. The video is missing.
Okay.
You're
Video
audible.
also. Sir, are you able to see my screen, sir, now? Sir, are you listening?
Yes, no.
Hello?
You
Hello?
can see the screen.
Sir, are you able to see PPT, sir?
Yes, we can see your PPT.
Okay. PPT, sir?
Now it is then missing. Now only your video and audio.
Sir, PPT, sir, are you able to see the PPT, sir?
Not now.
Okay. But PPT I am sharing. Okay. Why PPT is not coming? Okay, I will share now, sir. Again, fresh I will share. Oh, sir, now I am sharing. I think now you should be able to see the PPT. Yes. Sir, now are you able to see the PPT, sir?
Yes, the PPT is visible now.
Yes, sir. So now, little thing. Now, Virat Kohli to batsman, it is 3. Okay. Bowler, it is 12. Fielder, it is 2. Wicketkeeper, no. Umpire, it is commentary, no. Virat Kohli to captain. Now we will come to Virat Kohli to captain. Can you put it in the chat box? Virat Kohli to captain? 3. Most of you are telling it is 3. Yes, sir. He is a good captain. So Virat Kohli to captain, it is 3. Very good. Next, Virat Kohli to spectator. Spectator, no. Spectator has not become spectator, therefore dash. Now, next question, very important. Tendulkar to batsman. Sir, straight away Tendulkar to batsman. I should not ask question, is there a mapping? No, I should not ask this question. Straight away all of you are answering 3. Yes, sir. Tendulkar to batsman, it is 3. Yeah, Tendulkar to batsman, it is 3. Such a wonderful player, Tendulkar. Now, carefully understand, I will ask slowly. Tendulkar to bowler, it is how much, sir? First of all, mapping is there or not? Very important, sir. Tendulkar to bowler, mapping is there or no mapping? Very important, sir. Yes, most of you are telling yes. And do you feel you have substantial evidence to map Tendulkar to bowler? Yes, when you are telling mapping is there, yes, substantial evidence also is there. Now, next question. Most of you feel Tendulkar to bowler, yes, there is mapping. Anybody feels Tendulkar to bowler extent of 3? Tendulkar to bowler mapping 3? No. Okay. Many of you are telling no, mapping is not 3, sir. So Tendulkar to bowling mapping is not 3. Very good. Mapping to extent of 1. bowler mapping to an extent of 1? 1 okay. 1 okay. So many of you are telling 1 is okay. Yes, we can map Tendulkar to an extent of 1. Because carefully understand, Tendulkar has got enough evidence to be mapped to bowler, but not to an extent of 3, 1. Some of you are telling 2 also, but whenever there is a conflict between 1 and 2, yes, that can be resolved by discussions. Now, 1, no problem. Tendulkar to fielder, yes, mapping is there, but to what extent? 3, 2 or 1. Tendulkar to fielder, 3, 2 or 1. 2, many of you are telling 2, 2, 2. Most of you are telling 2. Very good. Yes, 2. Very good. Tendulkar to fielder, it is 2. Tendulkar to wicket keeper, mapping is there? No, no mapping. Tendulkar to umpire, no mapping. Tendulkar to commentary, Tendulkar to commentary, Tendulkar to commentary. No, okay, no problem. Tendulkar to captain, very important. Tendulkar to captain, mapping is there or no mapping? Yes, mapping is there. But to what extent? Tendulkar to captain. Tendulkar as a captain. 1, 2 or 3. Tendulkar as a captain. As a cricketer, batsman and all you have told. So many of you are telling 1, some of you are telling 1, some of you are telling 2. Tendulkar as a captain, very important. I think there is something to learn from this. They're asking slowly, Tendulkar to captain. Some of you are telling 1, some of you are telling 2, some of you are telling 3 also. Carefully understand, there are all the 3 types of answers, 1, 2 and 3. Whenever there is a conflict between 1 and 3, it's a difficult situation. I think somebody is telling 1. Now, carefully understand, Tendulkar, was he a successful captain like Virat Kohli? No, he was not a very successful captain. As a captain, he was not very, very successful. But he was quite successful. He cannot be mapped to an extent of 3. He can be between 1 and 2. Logically, Tendulkar, either 1 or 2 is okay for Tendulkar, not 3. But carefully see the mapping for Tendulkar to captain. Yeah. Even though Tendulkar can map to an extent of 1 or 2 to captain, I have made it as 3. This type of mapping is called as emotional mapping. Emotional mapping. Why it is emotional mapping? Because I am a big fan of Tendulkar. I like Tendulkar very much. Therefore, I map Tendulkar to captain to an extent of 3. But actually, practically, factually, Tendulkar can be mapped to captain to an extent of 2 or 1, not 3. 3 is a emotional mapping. You have to understand, whenever you are doing COPO mapping in your colleges also, you will have people who do emotional mapping. Whenever discussions are happening, whenever somebody becomes emotional, don't continue the meeting, stop the meeting, start the meeting next day when he becomes professional. Don't argue with emotional people. It ends with lot of problems. When people become highly emotional, stop the meeting, continue the meeting next day when they become professional. Very, very important. Don't argue with emotional people. So, I think you are understanding now. And also, whenever you are doing COPO mapping or framing COs, never become emotional. Be factual. Be practical. Okay, don't be emotional. Emotions actually will spoil the whole this thing. Voice is breaking again. Voice is breaking. Okay, sir, Ajit sir, are you able to hear me, sir? Now, for professional mapping, yes, sir. Good, good. Professional mapping. That is called as professional mapping. Very good. Ajit sir, are you able to hear me, sir?
Your voice is okay.
Voice is okay. Good, sir. So now, emotional mapping, yes, we should never do emotional mapping. Okay, whenever somebody becomes emotional, don't continue the meeting, then postpone the meeting to next day. When they become professional, continue the meeting. That's how it is. And Tendulkar to spectator, no. Now, Ashwin to batsman. Carefully think and answer. Ravichandran Ashwin to batsman. Mapping is there or no mapping? Yes or no? Somebody is telling 1. Yes. Because Ashwin is a little batsman also. He has played a lot of matches and he has scored 1 century also in test. Most of you are telling 1. Okay, no problem. 1 or 2. Okay. If you feel 1, okay. Or 2, okay. Not 3. Ashwin cannot be mapped to an extent of 3. He is a little batsman. 1 or 2 is okay. Ashwin to bowler. Mapping from Ashwin to bowler. 3. Yes, 3. Most of you are telling 3. Ashwin is a good spinner. Ashwin to 3. Very good. Ashwin to fielder. 2. Okay, 2. Some of you are telling 2. Okay, no problem. Ashwin to wicket keeper. No. Ashwin to umpire. No. Ashwin to commentary. No. Ashwin to captain. No, because he was never a captain. Ashwin to spectator. No. Very good. Ashwin is over. Now we shall come to Kapil Dev. Carefully understand. Give professional answers. Don't give emotional answers. I don't know how many of you know Kapil Dev. Okay, he was a fantastic all-rounder who won the 1983 World Cup. First time India won the World Cup. He was the captain of Indian. Kapil Dev to batsman. What is the level of mapping? 2, 3, 2, 3. Kapil Dev to batsman. What is the level of mapping? 2 or 3? 2, 3, 2, 3. Carefully understand, Kapil Dev was a fantastic batsman, but you cannot map Kapil Dev to 3. He is not such a batsman like Virat Kohli, Tendulkar and all. He was an all-rounder. He was a decent batsman, but still, yes, 2. Kapil Dev to batsman, it is 2. He cannot be mapped to the level of Virat Kohli or Tendulkar or Sunil Gavaskar. So he was a decent batsman to an extent of 2. Kapil Dev to bowler, 3. Anybody 1 or 2 here? Kapil Dev to bowler? Anybody 1 or 2? I tell you now, Kapil Dev to bowler, if somebody takes 1 or 2, or a 2. Sir, Kapil Dev to bowler 2. You are hurting me. I am a big fan of Kapil Dev. And Kapil Dev to bowler, it is 2. No, not acceptable. Kapil Dev to bowler, it should be. Such a wonderful bowler. Okay, he has bowled from so much for India. I think it was a typing mistake. Somebody typed 2. I understand it is typing mistake. Instead of typing 3, you have typed 2. That's all. Okay. You also feel it is 3. So Kapil Dev to bowler, it is 3. It has to be 3. Such a wonderful bowler. And also, not only I am a big fan of Kapil Dev. 1983 World Cup he won. Okay, I was a big fan of Kapil Dev. Recently, some 4 years back, I was waiting for a connecting flight in Mumbai airport, and Kapil Dev was waiting for his connecting flight to Delhi. He was waiting for his flight to Delhi, and I had an opportunity to talk to him for about 20-25 minutes. After talking to him for 20-25 minutes, I became a bigger fan of Kapil Dev. Such a simple, down-to-earth, humble person. I became a bigger fan of Kapil Dev. See, simplicity, humbleness, very important for any human being, whatever profession you are. Now, Kapil Dev to fielder. What is mapping? 1, 2 or 3? Okay. If you are telling 3, 2, 3, 3, 2. Oh, it's a conflict between 3 and 2. Very good. Very good. I am so happy that none of you are telling 1. Yes, decent fielder. Yes, 3. Some of you have answered 2 also. Whenever there is a conflict between 2 and 3, it can be resolved by discussions. That's all, no problem. Kapil Dev to wicket keeper? No. Kapil Dev to umpire? No. Kapil Dev to commentary? He gives commentary also, Kapil Dev. What is the rating for Kapil Dev's commentary? Yes, commentary it can be mapped, but what is the mapping level? Commentary 1, 2 or 3? Some of you 3, 2. I am happy somebody told 3 because he speaks from the heart, very the same. But even then, I think he can be given 2. Even though Kapil Dev speaks from the heart, commentary rating goes by Sunil Gavaskar, Ravi Shastri, Harsha Bogle, Jeffrey Boycott. All these can be rated as, and Navjot Singh Sidhu. These are all 3 rated commentator. Kapil Dev, decent commentator from the heart. 2. Kapil Dev as a captain. Kapil Dev as a captain. 3, yes, he was a wonderful captain, very positive captain. Actually, you should hear Shrikant's speech of 1983 World Cup. When India went to England to play 1983 World Cup, it was a tour to England. First day when they landed in England, Kapil Dev called all of them and told, we are going to win this World Cup. And Srikanth was feeling, what has happened to our captain? So that was the confidence level, but he won the World Cup. You see, he is a very positive captain. So Kapil Dev, spectator dash. And for Sunil Gavaskar, Javagal Srinath and MS Dhoni, I just rushed through. You just get the feelings because we have to save time also. I'll just rush through. Yes, fielder 2. Yes, 1980 captain, World Cup, Javagal Srinath. Dhoni, MS Dhoni. Yes. Now, yes. Did you understand this example? I think you would have enjoyed this cricket CO to PO mapping. Now, carefully understand, sir. You have taught us cricket mapping to PO mapping. How to do the same for our courses? Carefully understand. Whatever happened here, the same thing will happen with your courses also. So, what should happen is, first, whatever committee HOD has framed, same committee should be given the responsibility of CO-PO mapping also. Meaning, today morning we took an example of data structures. HOD will form the same committee. Ramu, Somu, Shyamu, Mamu, all the 4 of you have framed the course outcomes for data structures. Please do the CO-PO mapping also for structures. That responsibility is given to that committee. Now, carefully understand again, this is a local rule. All the 4 of them, professors, Ramu, Somu, Shyamu, Mamu, will sit on Monday, some 2 o'clock afternoon, they will sit. They will discuss the syllabus, they will discuss the TLP, they will discuss the assessment method, they will also discuss the course outcome, and they will decide, individually we will do the CO-PO mapping for this course and meet next week, next Monday. So they have to do individual CO-PO mapping and meet next Monday. 1 week they will take, Ramu will do his own CO-PO mapping, Somu will do his own CO-PO mapping, Shyamu, he will individually do his CO-PO mapping, and so is Mamu. He will also do his individual CO-PO mapping. So all of them will do CO-PO mapping on their own. Next Monday, they will all sit for presentation. Now carefully understand, when Ramu is presenting, others, should they ask questions? You can put it in the chat box. When Ramu is presenting, the others, Somu, Shyamu and Mamu, can they ask questions? Can they disturb? No, they should not ask questions. Ramu, if they have anything, they can make a note. No question should be asked. Very important. Ramu finishes his presentation. Afterwards, Somu will present. When Somu is presenting, others should not ask any questions. They should simply make a note. So somebody is making a joke, they can post questions in the chat box, but there in the physical presentation, there is no chat box. They are not doing presentation online, so offline they are doing. So when Ramu is presenting, others should silently sit, they can make. Somu is presenting, others should, like that. So all the 4 presentations are over. Now carefully understand, when all the 4 presentations are over, something magical will happen. Whatever COPOs are common in all the 4 presentations, I'll repeat. CO mapping is common in all the 4 presentations. You can directly freeze it as COPO final presentation, COPO mapping. You can directly freeze because 4 experts of data structure, Somu, Shyamu, Mamu, they are feeling that this COPO should map. When 4 of them are feeling it should map, without second thought, you freeze, no problem at all. So you have freezed all the common COPO. Among the 4, you have freezed. Almost 60 to 70% of COPO mapping is over. Remaining, you can have healthy discussions. So you can ask Ramu, why did you map this CO to PO? Ramu will have his own explanation. I thought like this, my orientation was like, therefore this CO is mapped to this PO. Shyamu, he will have his explanation. Somu, he will have. Mamu, everybody will justify why they did this COPO, what went into their head whenever they were doing this COPO mapping. Afterwards, with healthy discussions, all of them will come up with one COPO presentation properly. Yes, I will show one COPO mapping also. So they will do one COPO presentation mapping they will do and finalize. So COPO mapping is presented, finalized, and one copy is sent to HOD, one copy is sent to NBA coordinator. But that's all. Now, sir, for one course, all the POs should they be mapped? No, no, you need not have to. It's impossible also. One CO, should it map to all the 12 POs? No. That is a wonder CO. Impossible. See, using one CO, can you achieve all the POs? No, you cannot achieve. One CO, 2 or 3 POs maximum. That's all. If it is mapping to more, then you split the COs into 2. Like that. And one course need not map to all the POs. Using one course, you need not map to all the POs. One course will map to few POs. Naturally do it. There is no rule. See, many times in outcome-based education, unnecessary rules you only put and you won't get into problem. There is no rule. You practice realistically. There is no rule like you should do like that, you should do like this. There is no rule. You be very natural. Don't force upon all. Let things happen naturally. Like that it is. No, did you understand the COPO mapping? Now, any questions in the chat box, or you can unmute your mic and ask, no problem. Let us discuss COPO mapping. Any doubts, any confusions, we'll discuss. I think I'll show my clear, sir. Very good, very good. You are all telling clear. I am so happy. Yes, sir. So you are so clear. I am very happy. Now, one more very important question I will ask. I think this is an important question. After discussing framing COs and COPO mapping, carefully understand this question, neatly understand, all of your teachers. You should answer this question. Sir, this is not for autonomous institute. This is for affiliated college professors. See, affiliated college means all the affiliated colleges will run the university curriculum. They are all following university syllabus. When all the affiliated colleges are following university curriculum, COs for the course, should it be same in all the colleges? See, all the colleges are following the same curriculum, university curriculum. COs also, should they be same? Yes or no? All the colleges, should they follow the same CO? Not necessary. Some of you are telling, no, not necessary. Yes. Is the question clear, sir? Affiliated colleges, all the affiliated colleges, they follow the university curriculum. Every course will have university curriculum only. When same curriculum is followed in all the colleges also should have the same course outcomes. All the colleges should have the same course outcomes. Should they have same course outcomes or different course outcomes? Very important question. Carefully understand. This is again a golden sentence. Sir, carefully understand, sir. The course outcomes, sir, again, this is a golden sentence, just make a note. Course outcomes not only depends on the curriculum. Okay, course outcome not only depends on the curriculum, it also depends on the teaching learning process and the assessment. I'll repeat again, this is a golden statement. Course outcomes do not depend on, they also depend on the teaching learning process and the assessment. Even though all the affiliated colleges, they follow the same syllabus of the university, the teachers may follow different teaching learning process and different assessment. So when the teaching learning process is different, when the assessment is different, definitely their COs will be different. Therefore, COs will make a difference with respect to teaching learning process and assessment. Even though the syllabus is same for all the affiliated colleges, since the teaching learning process and the assessment could be different, the COs also will be different for each college. Very, very important. Now, I think I will show a few COs also here. Yes, I think course outcomes. Just see this just to get your. And I am not presenting that these are the best COs. No, I am not presenting to you that these are the best COs. No. And these are not my core COs also. This is some my colleagues' COs. I have brought COs, worst COs, some COs to invoke some feelings in your heart. That's all. COs. I'll come to that. I'll come to that. When to change the COs and all, I'll come to that. Just see these course outcomes. When you are seeing these course outcomes, you should get some feelings also. I am putting this just to invoke some feelings. That's all. Many of three designs are there, sir. Design is there in CO1 also, CO3 also, CO5 also. Sir, three design can be there, sir. Who said it cannot be there? COs, they have felt that there are three different types of design. When they have felt, yes, they have written. That's all. Simple. They should justify. See, rules are there are no rules. They have written, they will justify. When they justify, it's okay, no problem. See, there are also teachers who have taken this particular course, 4 teachers. Yes, that's fine, no problem. There is no rule. 3 design should not be there. There is no rule like. Don't impose rules which are not there. That will lead you to complication. Very natural teacher, feel. So, got ideas? Simply is to invoke some feelings, that's all. Next, I will take you to COPO mapping also. Yes. Now you can just see the COPO mapping also. Some feelings, that's all. The COPO mapping is written just to invoke some feelings.
Pardon me, sir. Let me interrupt here.
Sir? Hello, sir?
So there has been a comment that the university is currently giving the COs assigned.
Sir.
So in that case,
when the universities are giving the COs, they are giving model COs. University will give model COs, but it is up to you to take that COs or not take that COs. That decision you can take. Sir, university is giving the COs, model COs they will give. If you feel those COs are very good, you take them. Otherwise, you change. But whatever COs you have designed, you see, it is just like this. You are taking the university COs. NBA evaluators will come. They will tell the universities are not good. The COs are not good. Then don't put it on the universities. Sir, these are not my COs or university COs. Don't put it like that. You are wherever you have taken the COs from the university or from wherever or whatever you are responsible for your COs. The committee is responsible for the COs. If you feel the university COs are good, take it, no problem. Or if you feel, no sir, we have to modify according to your TLP and assessment, we will frame better COs, you frame, no problem. But whatever COs you have framed, you are responsible. Don't put it on any other person or the university. So it's not mandated that university COs only should be followed. Very important. I'll tell you, very important. I'll give an example also. A fantastic example I will tell. In one of the colleges, university affiliated colleges, COs were very, very bad. COs were very primitive. He asked a question, sir, what do you think about the quality of the COs, sir? Of your own COs, I asked a question. They told, sir, our COs are worst, sir. They only accepted. Then why, sir? When you know they are worst, why you are following? Sir, our university COs, sir, we are following, sir. I told, when you know that university COs are worst, why are you following? They told, sir, we have to respect our university, no, sir. Following, sir. We know that the university COs are worst, sir. To respect our university, we are following, sir. I did not understand what is the meaning of respect there. No meaning, you know that some COs are not good, always please correct it, no problem. University normally gives a model COs. University will not put a condition. If you should use only these COs, if you don't use these COs, your affiliation will be cancelled. They will not put any condition. They will give some model COs, that's all. It is up to you to take those COs or modify that COs according to your teaching learning process and assessment. Very, very important, sir. This is very important. University COs you may take or you may not take. Because ultimately, your OBE practice, you should follow in your college. Like that. Sir, now you can just see the COPO mapping also. Sir, I will give one more example, sir, to make you understand. Sir, Ajit, sir, Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, sir. I'll take another 5 minutes, sir. Another 5 to 10 minutes because this is important explaining, sir. Ajit, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
Yes, sir. I'm overshooting, I know. See here, carefully understand, in one academic year, we have 3 sections. A section, B section, 3C section. 3 teachers were taking. For this advanced web technologies, in 1 year, they did tests, they did laboratories, that's all. Lab was conducted for this, laboratory experiments were conducted, and tests were also conducted, written tests were conducted. So, they did classroom teaching, they gave some instructions in the lab, tests were conducted, and labs were conducted. CO-PO mapping was, all the COs were mapped only to PO5, that's all. Previous year, PO1 to PO5, that's all. PO9, PO10 and all were not mapped. Next year, 3 other teachers took this course, advanced technologies. They planned projects for this advanced technology. If you understand the difference. Previous year, no projects was done. Only theory was taught, practicals was done. That's all. No project was done. Therefore, PO mapping was from PO1 to PO5. That's all. PO9, PO10 and all were not mapped. Next year, 3 teachers took the course. They brought in projects, meaning they told the students, dear students, along with the practicals, you are doing project also. We are going to assess the projects. They told. So, since assessment of the projects was there, they could cover PO9 and PO10 also. PO9 is team spirit. So, project batches team spirit they could assess, and PO10 is communication. Whenever the students batches made project presentation, they evaluated the project presentation. Therefore, PO10 also came into the picture. Next year, when project was introduced, PO9 and PO10 came into the picture. Previous year, there was no project. PO9 and PO10 was not covered. Syllabus is same. Carefully understand now. This is a very classic example. Syllabus is same. Previous year also syllabus same. This year also syllabus same. But previous year project was not there. Therefore, PO9, PO10 was not covered. This year for the same syllabus, since project was there as an assessment, students have to do projects and marks was given for projects also. PO9 and PO10 was covered, and CO-PO mapping was like this. Carefully understand, syllabus remained the same, but CO-PO mapping changed. Now, did you understand? Classic example. This is a wonderful example, very good example. This is a practical example which we actually implemented in our departments. Naturally, we did. See, when projects happen, the team spirit of the student also is assessed by some way. And whenever they are making presentation, we assess their communication also. So, team spirit was assessed, communication was assessed. Therefore, PO9 and PO10 came into the picture. So, not any confusion with respect to this point, sir. This is an important point. As teachers, you should know how the CO-PO mapping are based upon the TLP and the assessment. Very important. Because I was emphasizing, COs will not only depend on the curriculum, they will also depend on the process and the assessment. I think this is a very classic example. Any questions, any clarifications, sir, with respect to this?
So the example was clear. Thank you.
Sir, Ajit Kumar, sir? Yes, sir, Ajit Kumar,
The
sir?
example was clear. Thank you, sir.
Oh, good, sir, good, sir. So I think it will be 2:30 like that. I think, can we have a small break, sir? 15 minutes?
Yes, it is 2:25 now. Let us meet back on 2:35. 10 minutes break.
2:35, again, we will see curriculum design with respect to OB. 2:35, we will have the meeting, sir, again. We will meet again, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you. So we can resume.
Yeah, we can resume. Okay, sir. Sir, now we did the CO-PO mapping. Very important question I will ask, sir, once again, before going to the curriculum framework. The COs, do they depend on the quality of the students? Put it on the chat box. Very important question. COs, do they depend on the quality of the students? No, very good, sir. No, sir, they don't depend on the quality of the students. Definitely, they don't depend on the quality of the student. Okay, very important. Next question I will ask you, sir. The outcomes, whether it could be results or whether it could be CO attainments also, CO attainments. The CO attainments or the results / results, do they depend on the quality of students? Yes. All the answers are becoming yes, yes, yes. Good. Many of you have answered yes. Sir, carefully understand. Again, this is a very important point. The COs or the results do not depend on the quality of the students. Sir, very important golden statement I will tell you, sir. The CO attainments or the results do not depend on the quality of the students. Understand, if the quality of student is less, I think somebody is speaking, sir. Somebody wants to ask question, you are open, sir, no problem. Yes. Now, if the quality of student is less, you have to appropriately fine-tune your TLP. You have to appropriately fine-tune your TLP. 1 minute, sir, 1 minute. I'll just close the door. Okay. Sir, carefully understand, again, this is a very important discussion. When the quality of the students, when you feel it is low, you have to appropriately plan your TLP and assessment in such a manner that the attainments remain the same. You cannot tell, sir, last year students were good, sir, therefore CO attainments were good. This year students are not that good, therefore CO attainments are less. If you are telling, then what are you doing in between? As teachers, give me good students, I will give good CO. Give me weak students, I will give weak COs. No, that is not acceptable. When you know that the students are weak, you should appropriately fine-tune your TLP. You should appropriately plan properly your TLP and assessment such that the CO attainment will remain the same. Indirectly, I am telling, when the student quality is weak, be prepared for more hard work. Yes, more work, more effort. But I tell you, I am already telling you, there are returns from that. Definitely there will be returns from that. Who will give the returns? Not your principal, not your management, not anybody. It is God who gives the returns. Believe in that. I strongly believe in that, and you can also believe in that. God is there. Above all, God is there. He will give whatever you deserve. He will definitely give you for the extra effort that you have put. Very important, sir. Very important. Now, sir, one more situation I'll bring to you, because already you know CO attainments, that is how to frame the CO, PO mapping and all. Before going to the curriculum, I will bring one more scenario. Carefully understand this example. This is something which really happened, okay, which really happened in my department. This is not a, see, 2014, till then I was heading information science department. 2014, 6 years back, I was told to go to computer science department and head that department for 3 to 4 years. So I was deputed to computer science. So I went to computer science, I was HOD. Again, I called the faculty meeting and I told them, yes, anyway, we have to increase the level of questions. We have to create new questions, innovative questions. We have to improve the quality of question paper. I told it. Had a long tour discussion with all the faculty. We decided to increase the level of questions, level of question paper. We decided to increase. So, Ajit sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes, you're audible.
Carefully understand, at the end of the semester, one lady faculty, who is a very popular faculty in the department, very sincere faculty, highly respected by all the students and the faculty also, very dedicated faculty. She came to my chamber And good, sir, I want to talk to you. She had a complaining face. She had a complaining face. When you see somebody's face only, you can understand whether they're happy, not happy, what kind of feelings. By face reading. So she had a complaining face. Oh, yes, madam. What is that, madam? Sir, last year I took the same course, sir. My CO attainments were 85 to 95, sir. Carefully understand what she told. Last year I took the same course. My CO attainments were between 85 to 95. This year also I took the same course, sir. But at the beginning of the semester, what you told, I followed, sir. You told to increase the level of question paper. I increased the level of question paper, sir. Now, my CO attainments are between 65 to 75, sir. Carefully understand. Last year she had taken the same course. Her CO attainments were between 85 to 95. This year also she took the same course, but she increased the level of questions in the question paper. Her CO attainments are between 65 to 75. She stopped there. Afterwards, I should understand the remaining sentence. What are the remaining sentences? Sir, you are responsible for this low attainment of COs. You spoiled my COs. Like that. They are the remaining sentences which I should understand. What I should react. How I should react. How I should talk to that faculty member. Faculty member, highly respected. They are very popular among the student and the faculty. No doubt on that at all. But the fact is, last year, it was 85 to 95. This year, just because the level of questions were increased, her CO dropped to 65 to 75. So how should I react? What is the problem? Where is the problem? How should I react? I think some of you, you are all teachers. Can you please help me in this? This will open up a fantastic new, very good thing we are going to understand with this example. So how should I react? Should I ask her to improve our teaching learning process? Where is the problem? Can you tell me where is the problem? There is some problem. Last year it was between 85 to 95. This year it has dropped to 65 to 75. And the level of the questions have increased. Where is the problem? Why the COs came down to 65 to 75? She tells it is because of the increase in the level of questions. So where is the problem? How to solve this problem? Where is the problem? You can put it on the chat box. What is the problem? Sir, Ajit Kumar sir, am I audible, sir?
You're audible, sir.
Yes, yes. Okay. Isn't she right? Yes. How to solve this problem? She was right. Okay, she was right. Then who is wrong? Okay. If she is right, then I was wrong. Assessment method. Okay. Then I was wrong by asking her to improve the level of question paper. If she is right, then I am wrong. Asking to improve the level of questions was wrong. It happens like that. Where is the problem? Can you just deeply analyze this situation and tell how to come out of this problem? Yes, easy, medium, and tough questions should have been. One of the faculty says, yes, change the assessment method. Problem with both students and teaching learning method. Oh, good. Level of teaching earning should also need to be increased. Okay, good. At least 2 or 3 answers are very good. Sir, actually the problem is, I told her, madam, whatever TLP you followed last year, did you follow the same TLP this year also? She told, sir, exactly the same TLP I followed, sir. She told. Then I told, there is the problem. There is the problem. See, last year, whatever TLP you followed and whatever assessment method you used, you got 85 to 95. Yes, fantastic. But this year, you increase the level of questions. For that, appropriately, you have to fine-tune your teaching level. Appropriately, you have to fine-tune your teaching learning process, which you did not do. And it was a big surprise for the students in the test. They could not answer. Therefore, your COs came down. Carefully understand, this situation actually gives a fantastic relationship between assessment methods and teaching learning process. If you want to increase the assessment, you have to appropriately make modifications in your teaching learning process. Otherwise, simply giving tough questions, simply giving complicated questions without preparing the students to answer those questions in your teaching learning process, no, it will be very, very big failure. So TLP and assessment should be very neatly correlated, very neatly planned and aligned. Very, very important. If you want to take assessment to a new level, appropriately you have to modify your TLP so that it suits this particular level, TLP and assessment. Now, did you understand this, sir? Neither she was wrong nor I was wrong, but the correlation between the teaching learning method and the assessment, yes, there was some problem. You have to fine tune it. That's all. Actually, she was such a good faculty. She told, yes, sir. I understood where is the problem. So next year also, I will take the same problem. The same course. Next year, she took the same course. I forgot. At the end of the semester, she came and told, sir, this time I modified my TLP. Even though I could not get 85 to 95, I am between 75 to 85. Sir, I am not bothered about the attainment. Now I am very confident. I know how to increase the level of questions and how to appropriately modify my TLP. That technique I have learned, sir. I have become a better teacher now. Attaining 85, 90 shouldn't be a problem for me at all, sir. I am a better teacher now. Thank you, sir. Very happy. Because somebody came with a complaining face and after 1 year telling thank you, something you feel. So assessment and teaching learning process should go hand in hand. Why I am giving this example, curriculum design, you have to be very careful with the assessment and the teaching learning process. Curriculum design means it is not only the syllabus, along with the syllabus, you should also take care of teaching learning process and the assessment. Then your curriculum will be fantastic. Now, straight away we'll go to curriculum framing, especially for autonomous. You see, if you are an affiliated university, you need not have to worry, university will set the curriculum and it will give. How to set curriculum for autonomous, college becomes autonomous, your department is given the responsibility of framing the curriculum. How do you do it? How do you initiate? I tell you, practically I will tell you how we did. See, I was heading, when 2 times when the syllabus was rampantly changed, I was heading one time information science, another time computer science. I tell you my own experience. The practical problems that the HOD will face are the following. Number one, some of the outdated courses you want to remove from the curriculum, but you have big challenge. Now, carefully understand, I'll repeat again. Some of the outdated courses you want to remove from the curriculum, but you will have challenges to remove because some faculty will be experts in that particular course. They will not allow that course to be taken out because that is their expertise. They don't want their expertise to be taken out of the curriculum. How to handle them? And many of them could be senior faculty also. So how to handle those people? First challenge. Second challenge is some of the new courses you want to introduce. Whenever you introduce new courses, some faculty have to take that new courses and teach. Some faculty should be ready to take that new course. How to motivate faculty to take new courses which are not there right now in the curriculum. Somebody should learn and teach now. Somebody should be expertise. Somebody should put effort. That is challenge number 2. How to take care of these 2 challenges? And number 1 challenge, again, the big challenge, because when you get rid of a course, the people who are expertise in that course have a big problem. There will be a big hangama in the department. Oh, that, this, and all, lot of lies in the department meetings and all will happen. I will tell you, I will give you a practical solution for all. Because, see, we are an aided institution. Aided institution means we are almost like a government institution. So we have a lot of liberty. We have a lot of democratic environment. Okay, where everybody's voice, yes, has to be taken into account. Now, what I did was, we divided, there were around 32 faculty in our department then. All the 32 faculty, they made into groups of 2. Some 15 groups were formed. Okay, apart from HOD and 15 groups were formed. 15 into 2 is 30 faculty, 15 groups were formed. And these groups were given to do the survey of different universities, meaning one group should do the curriculum survey of IITs only. Another group should do the survey of NITs. Another group should do the survey of all the engineering colleges in Karnataka, autonomous colleges in Karnataka. Another group, South India. Another group, Delhi. Like that, we divided the whole India and the whole world also. One group should do the syllabus curriculum survey of Australia. Another group Canada and few countries. Another group, 1 or 2 European universities. Another group, some 4 or 5 American. The whole world was divided into 15 parts, and each part was given to one group. Now, carefully understand, will this solve the problem? How to do the survey? Because everybody will present in their own format, and how to understand. Therefore, for that, we had a neat format also. We designed a fantastic format. How to take the essence of the survey, how to take the essence of that the curriculum survey which is done by that group. For that, we had a common format, so that when you have a common format, every group will present in the same format. It will be easy for the others to understand what is new, what is how it is. It will become very easy. Therefore, we designed a common format. For that also, you require a lot of discussion, lot of time. Yes, we did that. Next, they were given 2 months of time, vacation. Before the vacation, and in the vacation, they have to do. Now, carefully understand, all the teams worked in the vacation. After the vacation was over, after 2 months, when they reported back to the college, they have to make a presentation. Every day, two presentation. Every weekly, two presentations like that. Every day, two presentations. 1 hour, 2 hour presentation in the afternoon. So it was such a fantastic exercise. One team which came to present IITs, they gave a lot of information. Sir, this IIT is running this IIT. And also, what are the courses, most popular courses? We had a fantastic format. So that when the presentation is over, you come to know what are the courses that are out of the curriculum, what are the new courses that are running in that IIT, in that board. Like that, you will come to know what are the courses which are obsolete. You will also come to know what are the courses that are newly introduced. Yes, and what are the courses that have to be there, core courses, the relative. Then in that before this course should be there. What is it called as prerequisite? All that information will come in that presentation. Now, carefully understand. After all the 15 presentations are over, all the 15 presentations were over. After that, automatically few courses went out of the curriculum. It was not pushed by any individual. The system of the survey pushed some of the courses out. For example, 8085 was there. How to remove 8085? 4 faculty are experts in 8085. You cannot test that. If you test that, all the 4 will make a group, and there will be a big hangama noise in the department. How to do that? None of these presentations had 8085 in the computer science curriculum. So when that is the case, that data, whatever was presented, according to that, automatically 8085 gets out. And these faculty, they cannot do anything. They cannot prove that it is important, because it is not important when that judgment is given by so many universities across the world. They cannot justify that. That becomes a big problem. Therefore, many of the courses went out, and many of the courses came in also. Many of the new courses came into the curriculum. Yes, this is required. These AITs are there. These NITs are there. American universities are running, and also mode of running. Whether they are project mode, whether they are assignment mode, what kind of delivery methods they are using, what kind of assessment methods they are following, all that came into the picture. So that's how the exercise went on. But I tell you, that's a fantastic exercise. And also, you do this 15 presentations. Afterwards, you get some set of courses, and that set of courses you should streamline appropriately. And sometimes you have to be bold also. You have to be bold. To get some courses in the second year, third year, what courses should come, what course should come before what other course, all that should happen. You will get some skeleton of the whole curriculum. And also be bold. I'll give one more example. Mostly in 2008, we became autonomous. We were the first autonomous college to introduce mobile application development. Might be in the whole country, I don't know. Mobile application development using Android. And I was the one who pushed it into your curriculum. Okay, BOS meeting, I pushed it. And nobody knew about Android then. Then everybody told, sir, you have introduced, you only take. I told I will take. And I wanted another faculty also. My friend also came, Ashok Kumar, he came. So we took Android in 2010. But very few books were there. And very few internet material were there. Okay, we struggled. Actually, if I remember, only 6-7 books were there, Android. So I was always reading Android in my desk at home. A lot of Android books, 6-7 Android books and Android material printouts, whatever was there in the internet. I took all those. We struggled. And also I was doing Android classes in the labs, because Android cannot be taught on the blackboard. In the lab, I was taking that Android classes I used to do in the labs. I tell you, when you learn something new, you get that happiness also. Students would wait using their laptop. Sorry, I have this problem. Can you please resolve? And I used to resolve them. Students used to come in queues and get their problems resolved because, see, it is not that I am intelligent than the students. Students have a lot of other courses to study where I had only Android to study. Therefore, I could master this Android more better than the students. That was the only difference. Otherwise, our students are smarter than the teachers. At the end of the semester, what happened? Yes, fine. Android was taught and everybody was happy. We were also experts in mobile application development using Android. I was telling you, God will help you, will always give for the extra effort. I put so much of effort for this Android. At that time, at the end of the semester, my wife wanted to go to US with her sister, to her sister's daughter. They went for visa in Chennai. I prepared for a lot of questions. They may ask this question, you please answer like this, like that, and all. But when she went for the interview, they asked a very tricky question. What is your husband? She told he is a computer science professor. What courses he takes now? She asked the lady at the Chennai visa office. Then my wife said, nowadays he is studying only Android, lot of Android books. Android, oh, there is technology he is teaching. Visa, sanction, thing. It will have some byproduct. Visa was, I'm telling you later more, but always be prepared to learn new courses, new syllabus. We introduced Indian cyber law. We were the first to introduce a lot of these kind of courses. Now, that is one thing. Carefully understand whatever process I told, survey, very, very important. And also the other thing is you document also whatever 15 teams they presented, the PPTs, the whole presentation, that's all taken print out and put it in a file. If somebody asks, how did you frame the curriculum? Yes, we have the complete documentation of whatever efforts they have put. Complete documentation we have. This is the foundation. On this foundation, we have done the curriculum. That is one aspect. So new courses, old courses, what courses should be there, what courses should not be there, what is the sequence of courses, prerequisite, all that using the survey, you will get plenty of information. That is number one. Number two, another very, very important thing is, carefully understand, another very, very important thing is how to incorporate the POs in the curriculum. Very important, because your curriculum should cover all the POs. Okay, and you see, if you are a university college, you will have something called as curriculum gap. Okay, curriculum gap. You have to show the curriculum gap also. But whenever you are an autonomous institution, you should see that your syllabus covers substantially all the POs. You should not leave none of the POs not addressed. Every PO should be covered through the curriculum. Like that, you have to plan appropriately. For Tier 2 colleges, you have curricular gap, meaning whenever you are running the university curriculum, if university does not cover ethics properly, then you have to do some extra courses to cover the ethics. I'll give you an example also. I think some of you are from the affiliated colleges also. I think example will help you. Suppose university curriculum, using the university curriculum, you try to cover the ethics. There is only one course on ethics. So only 2 COs or 3 COs will map. 3 COs, are they enough for that particular PO? One course, is it enough for covering the ethics PO 8? Not enough. That is not covered properly, substantially using the curriculum, using the university curriculum. Then what to do? You have to do extra activities. Sir, what are those activities? Extra activities means, carefully understand, to fill the curricular gap, what you have to do is, I'll give a simple example. You call somebody for computer science, let us assume, software ethics, software industry ethics. You call somebody who is an expert in that and you tell him, sir, please conduct a workshop for our students. Carefully understand here, when you ask him to conduct a workshop, 2 to 5, 3 hours workshop you conduct. Don't 2 to 4:30 you conduct the workshop, sir. Last half an hour, bring one questionnaire. Please get the assessment also, or give the questions, we will take the assessment. Like that you have to do. Without assessment, if you conduct the workshop, then you cannot take it to outcome-based education framework. So that person from the industry, he will do workshop from 2 to 4:30. At 4:30, he will give 20 objective questions. Those 20 objective questions give to all the students. If all the students answer all the 20 questions correctly, then the attainment from that workshop is 100%. You can take the attainment also, and that 100% you can take it to PO ethics 100%. Like that you can take whatever computation comes, you can take it to directly PO 8 ethics. So whenever you do extra activities, you should have assessment for that extra activities also. Otherwise, it becomes useless. Whatever extra activity you do, please have some assessment also. Otherwise, suppose he comes, he will do a workshop from 2 to 5. Afterwards, he will also go. Students also will go home. You have only few photos and documentation. That's all. What kind of attainments, what kind of assessment you take to PO8? You don't have any numbers at all. Therefore, please give some objective questions. You assess. And ultimately, final as 78%, 84%, 89%, like that, you will get some number. That number directly you can take it to PO8. What is the attainment through the courses of the university? What are the attainments through external activities, extra activities? That will become more strong. Okay. So, whenever some PO is not adequately covered by the university curriculum, please do extra activities and make those POs stronger. That is possible for Tier 2 institution which run the university curriculum. But for autonomous institution, make sure that your curriculum has sufficient components to cover all the POs substantially, adequately. You can also do some extra activities, allowed, no problem. As far as possible, the curriculum only should cover all the POs adequately. That's how it is. I have told 2 points here. I think I am open for some discussions or questions. Please put it in the chat box. Otherwise, it will become one way. I am only talking, and that too in the afternoon, I am only talking and you are not talking. You may go to sleep also. And online, I will not know who is sleeping, who is not sleeping. Therefore, put some questions in the chat box. Put some discussions in the chat box. I am open for that. We will have discussions. Whatever problems you are facing or what are you expecting, any questions, please put it in the chat box. Sir, Ajit Kumar sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir. Good, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, please post some questions, sir. I am ready to answer these questions. Any kind of problems, any situations that is very difficult for you? Yes, audible. Okay. I am expecting some questions in the chat box. But we will have some discussions. Otherwise, I will only continue, but it becomes one way. Yes. Okay. I think another important point I'll tell. Till then, you'll remember the questions or discussions. See, very important. Carefully understand, sir. Especially now, any college, if you are thinking of setting autonomous curriculum, please see that lot of skill set is introduced in the curriculum, not just theory. There should be a fantastic balance of theory and skill sets. If you make it very theoretical, no, students will not like it. And just theory, no. Along with theory, you should have a skill set also. You see, carefully understand there should be a blended mode of theory as well as the skill set, practicals. So more of practical should be there. And also carefully understand whenever you are framing the curriculum, you should also see the infrastructure. You should also see the laboratory. And suppose you are in a new laboratory, you should also prepare for that laboratory. You should prepare infrastructure, facilities for that laboratory also. Not just introducing a new course in the curriculum and just doing it. You should know your strengths also. Whether I will get that much money, whether I will get that much space to get that, to make that new laboratory. That also you should keep it in mind. So with all that, yes. While framing question paper, what are the points that we should keep in our mind? While framing question paper, yes. Yes. Okay, I think I will answer this in a different way. Some faculty ask this question. What points you have to have? Okay. Sometimes higher authorities are very rigid. What to do? Okay. Other than PPT, what are the other innovative ways of doing it? Yeah. Good question, sir. When higher authorities are rigid, what to do? I think there's a very critical, very challenging situation. But the best way is convince them until they are convinced. But whenever convincing, be as simple as possible, be as humble as possible, but be as firm as possible. They should only feel, yes, they are very genuine. I think we should do. Other than that, I don't think anything works. You have to convince the people. You have to make them feel your genuinity of doing something good for the institute. And any higher up will feel very happy. Once he may say no, twice he may say no. Slowly you will understand, oh, this person want to do something good, I should say yes for him, and automatically things will happen. I believe in that kind of a system. And what things should be there whenever you're okay, sir. I'll ask another situation, sir. In one workshop, one of the faculty asked me a question, sir. I am not able to map my questions to the CO. Please do the mapping of CO questions to the CO, sir. He asked me a question. I asked him a question again. Sir, who framed the CO, sir? He told, sir, I only framed the COs. Sir, who framed the question, sir? He told, I only framed the question, sir. Then who should do question to CO mapping, sir? Sir, you please do the question to CO mapping, sir. But why should I do question to CO mapping? You have designed the question, you have designed the CO. Why should I do? The problem for that faculty is when he is framing the questions, he has not mapped it to the CO. At the end of the semester, he is trying, but it is not possible. The moral of the story is whenever you frame a question, immediately map it to the appropriate CO. Then you will not have this problem. So whenever you frame a question, appropriately map it to the CO. Then if it is appropriate, you can keep in mind is whenever you frame a question, appropriately map it to the appropriate CO. Appropriately map it to the appropriate CO. You can make, you have the possibility of, you have the chance of any point. Then what was the question? One was request. Sir, not okay. Sir, audible, sir? So sound breaking. Okay. Voice breaking. Sir, now sir, sir. No, it's okay, sir.
It's okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, what was the other question? I think I answered two questions. There were three questions. Okay, all the POs map to a CO. Sir, no, sir. One CO should not map to all the POs, sir. It is not compulsory and it is not possible also. One CO more than that. 4, 5. Naturally, it should happen. There is no rule at all. But one CO should not map to all the POs. One course may not cover all the POs. That's how it is, sir. Very simple. There is no rule like that. But the whole curriculum, yes, it should cover all the POs. The whole curriculum from first semester to 8th semester, it should cover all the POs. One course may not cover all the POs. One CO may not cover all the POs. And how to do it? Naturally, let it happen. That's how it is, sir. Good question, sir. Very good. Very good. And one more question I missed. I think 3 questions came, 2 questions answered. One more question I missed. What was that question? One was with respect to question framing. Yes, question framing. You have 2 questions to CO mapping. Yes, sir.
Another question. Somebody asked whether there are any other innovative teaching methods other than PPTs.
Oh, sir, Ajit Kumar, sir. Good memory, sir. Sir, carefully understand. PPTs, Blackboard. Apart from that, you should have lot of other teaching learning process and assessment process also, sir. Assessment process is also very important. Anyway, I think tomorrow's session we will be dealing with assessment methods. What are the different type of innovative assessment methods that we do? And along with that, teaching learning also we will do, sir. I think tomorrow's session will elaborate, sir. If I start discussing that, I think I will overshoot time. And tomorrow's session in detail we will discuss, sir. Very good, sir. Sir, we are forced to set internal question papers. Sir, can you repeat that question? I think I'll open the chat box. Okay. What was that? We are forced to set internal papers. Questions as university set internal papers. How to deal with such situations? Oh, okay. Meaning, I did not understand this. We are forced to set internal papers. Questions as university set internal papers. How to deal with this situation? Meaning, you are an affiliated institution. Might be you are an affiliated institution. Just tell you it is like this. Sir, internal question papers you set to high standards, but university sets in the lower level of Bloom's taxonomy. I understand like that. If we set good questions in the upper level of Bloom's taxonomy and university sets question in the lower levels of Bloom's taxonomy, how to make this gap? I think that is the one. I think I understand that question like this. Sir, in this situation, what you have to do? Yes, sir. Good. I think, sir, the thing is, in your internals, don't give very different questions. See, university question paper also will have at least 25% of upper level of Bloom's taxonomy. At least 25% of the questions will be upper level of Bloom's taxonomy. If not 100%, 25% of the questions will be, at least 20% of the questions will be in the upper Bloom's taxonomy. Those kind of questions you ask in the internal, sir. That's all, sir. Apart from that, what else you can do, sir? If you want to give university questions only, try to give those university questions which are in the higher level of Bloom's taxonomy as your internal question papers. That's all. Beyond that, you cannot do anything. Now, some courses not possible to match all the PO studies. Okay, no problem. See, not possible means not possible. That's all. And the impossible, don't try to make it possible. So let it happen. Impossible is impossible only. Possible only you do. That's all. Impossible, don't try to make it possible. Very, very important. Very, very important. And when you try to make impossible possible, you are into problem. You are doing academic rowdyism, which is not possible. You are trying to make possible. That is academic rowdyism. You are upon and never force upon. It should happen naturally. As teachers, academicians, it should happen naturally. Very important. Yes, sir. Good, sir. Any other questions, sir? Good, sir. Better you become autonomous. When you autonomous, you have the curriculum, you have the assessment, everything is in your hands. I think you can do better. Therefore, autonomous colleges will have a lot of freedom. Okay, our learning, our assessment. So everything is ours. So we are at a better possible situation where we can practice OB very realistically. Yes, sir. Next, sir. Yes. Whatever POs are not matching, just put dash. That's all. See, in our cricket example also, some dashes were there. No, CO will not map to PO. We did put dash. Therefore, blanks. You put dash. That's all. If a CO is not mapping to dash, nothing other than that. Only you put dash and forget. No problem at all. Don't worry at all. Make it very simple, sir. Be bold. Then, and also you are not doing alone. You are doing with other three faculty. 4 of you are there. Ramu, Somu, Shamu, Mamu. 4 of them are there. If 4 of them feel dash and forget. Sir, next, any other questions, sir? Any other discussion? Any other discussions? Sir, Ajit Kumar, sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. There were no further questions.
Okay. So, how did this brings you? Okay, I will that point also. It changed one of the initial according to his will and wish, he cannot change the COs. COs can be changed only by one of committee. This is just like this. There's a next year, some of the teachers they want to change the COs. They have to make a presentation in front of the academic committee. It's called as faculty. Sir, no, it's okay, sir. I think now it's connected. Sir, Ajit Kumar, sir, I am audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Now I am audible. Okay, sir. So now, the 3 staff members should make a presentation in front of sir. Want to change because of the reasons. Sir, I am big because of this, I want to in front of Departmental Academic Committee. Staff members in the department good committee, they feel that COs are being some
Yes, yes, sir. Now you are. Yes, you are audible now. Video is visible. Yes, you are audible now. The video is not available.
hello.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Now, sir, actually, I don't know, there was some audio problem. I repeat, what uh, that question. Yes, sir. Sir, your
Your audio is muted, sir.
okay, sir. Now I am audible, sir. Ajit Kumar, sir.
Now you are audible.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. That's all, sir. Then, sir, your curriculum should cover whatever is required for the student to attend the placement successfully, and also whatever is required for GATE or other competitive exams also, sir. It's a fantastic balance, actually. So, you should have a right mix of whatever is required for higher studies or the GATE competitive type of examinations, or whatever is required for him for placement related activities, sir. It should be a fantastic balance, sir. Fantastic balance, but that is why it requires 3 to 6 months, sir. Lot of discussion should happen, and also carefully understand curriculum cannot be done by a small group. Lot of involvement by the whole department should be there, and lot of people you invite online or offline, and have a lot of discussion also with the industry people, with the alumni students. I tell you, alumni students will contribute a lot. Industry people will contribute a lot, and they support also. All these stakeholders should be involved in the curriculum development, especially autonomous institutions. And also the other thing is, many autonomous students, autonomous institute follow this. Meaning they will be very close to the university curriculum when they start the autonomous syllabus. But don't do that, sir. Start executing that freedom from the first year only. Don't play a safe game from the beginning only. Start having your own curriculum. 1 or 2 years we'll follow the university almost similar. Afterwards we'll change. No, that will not Why? That is not required. You be independent. Whenever autonomy is given for you with respect to the syllabus, you have that plan, you implement. But for that, you take guidance of experienced autonomous institutions also, who have been successful, who have been failures. So all that kind of experts will be there in your education system across your institution. Take their support also. Take their expertise, good industry people, good alumni. I think all these people will definitely help you in framing a fantastic this thing. But apart from that, the most important part is the students and the alumni. Especially students will play a lot of important in the TLP and assessment. They will give a lot of guidance. I tell you, sir, if you want to do some innovation, students are your teachers. I don't know how many are matured enough to understand this. If you want to do some innovation, students are your teachers. In this, not only the current students, even the past out students, your alumni, involve them. Lot of good suggestions, lot of good things they suggest, and they will bring lot of innovations for the department. Yes, sir. Any other discussion, sir? Sir, Ajit Kumar, sir, I am audible, sir.
You're audible.
Okay, sir. Sir, any other questions in the chat box, sir? Because I don't know when my voice will go. Because actually, Ajit Kumar, sir, I am at my native Hassan. I have come for Deepavali festival. I did not know this day will be Hassan. Because almost 1 month back, I committed this day to Manoj. Anyway, from not have any problem, but after all, we have some problem with the audio. Anyway, we managed it. I think you understand, in natives getting that signal, we have this problem. Anyway, today night I am going to Bangalore. Tomorrow we will not have any issues. So then, Ajit Kumar, sir, can we continue tomorrow then?
Yes, sir, we can wind up for today. The session can be concluded
Okay.
for today.
So,
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
yes, sir. But anyway, before winding up, I'll tell all the participants, please remember all the POs before winding up. PO1, apply knowledge. PO2, problem analysis. PO3, design. PO4, conduct experiments or investigations. PO5, modern tool usage. PO6, engineer and society. PO7, environment and sustainability. PO8, ethics. PO9, the individual and teamwork. PO10, communication. PO11, project management and finance. PO12, lifelong learning. Be thorough with all these POs. Just revise whatever I told, how to frame the COs, that local idea and all. Be sure. Remember that cricket example also of how to map the CO, PO, all that. So just revise it. And curriculum experience I told, like survey and all, please revise that also. Okay, all these will be very, very handy. They are all very practical. See, I don't teach any theory. I believe in practical. Whatever has happened, whatever will happen good for you, that only I teach. I don't want to teach any theory. Okay, so good. Lot of good comments are coming. Thank you for your awesome sessions. Oh, so much nice, excellent session. Oh, good, good. I'm so happy. You made me happy. So. And thank you for cooperating also. There were some audio disturbances in between. You were all so kind, tolerating me because I am at my native. I have come for Deepavali festival here. Today night I am going to Bangalore. Tomorrow we will not have these issues. Tomorrow we will discuss innovative assessment methods and TLP methods also. And along with my colleague Shamuri Madam also, we will share what we are doing, what we will do. All that we will share tomorrow. Okay. So thank you very much for today, Ajit Kumar sir, and all the participants. Thank you very much.
Guru Prasad sir, thank you very much, sir. Thank you,
Sir, Manoj sir, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
For the participants' attention, please. Feedback link has been sent to your respective email IDs. Please note that you can submit this before 6 p.m. today. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Let's meet tomorrow again.